Good morning London, and welcome back to my weekly vlog on my channel. Thanks for watching this video. This week I just want to give you a brief update on the last week highlights basically, and to touch base on my last video, which was should I quit my job and watch Squid Game instead, which I did. I did watch Squid Game, obviously I didn't quit my job, but you can check that video in the description below. I'll leave it for you. It's just a short one. So what I have been thinking recently a lot is what is the best position of changing a job? When is the best time of a person changing a job in London? Obviously, if you haven't seen my first video, which I did a couple of months ago, how to get your first job in London and how hard is that to do, you can also check that in the description below. I'll leave it for you. But obviously there comes a time when you need to change a job, and I have been thinking about that recently a lot, but there is a few questions there that are twiggling in my head. So obviously the timing always plays part in changing a job. Secondly, if you have a bigger company that offers you a better job, or third is also if you want to change an industry, which is slightly different than just changing a company in the same industry. So this is something that has been on my mind for some time now, and to be honest, I'm not sure what's the best decision on this one. However, I will keep you posted on the events coming up, and if you watch this video until the end, I have a highlight to show you from last week. But yes, anyway, so I don't think it's always best to change industry. Obviously, depending on the age and the field that you want to work in, it's difficult because you're basically starting from zero, like you haven't done any job in a new field if you want to change the industry. In terms of changing a job in a company, I would say it's best to leverage it. So you don't want to, it's kind of similar to what I said on looking for an apartment or looking for accommodation in London. So you don't want to really quit your job and then try to figure it out, like, oh, I'm gonna look for a job now. No, you want to have everything in line, everything in place, everything organized. You want to have those interviews while you're working. I mean, not at the same time, but obviously you only quit your job if you have an offer accepted from another company. And I think that's really important to keep the working habit intact, so you don't lose days, you're not out of your schedule, so you just keep working straight away in a different company. You might have a couple of days, obviously, here and there when you give a notice, depending on the company. But I think it's very important to leverage that position of changing a job, otherwise just gets you off track really. That's my opinion, but please do let me know if you had any similar experience, and if you had a thought or two when to change your job, or why to change your job. Or there are many reasons, obviously, if you want to go and open your own company as well. Like, there are millions of reasons why you need to change a job or don't need to change a job. So I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on this. Obviously, I'm not very specific on this subject because you just can't be very specific on this subject when you're talking about different companies and different jobs. But I do want to know what you think, and please do let me know. Have a look at the highlight of last week. I did run into something very, very cool, so here's a snapshot of that. It's a very cool car, isn't it? I love Cadillac. That's like so old school. Anyway, I did say in one of the last few videos that I'm gonna do a weekly newsletter, which I'm probably gonna hold off for now because it's not working out with my time management at the moment. Probably we'll do that at a later stage. But if you do want to hear some more news and updates from me about London and everything that I experience here, and my perception on it, please do sign up to that newsletter. Eventually it will kick off. There was another thing that I wanted to share with you, which I forgot really. In terms of best places where to look a job, there are a couple of links which I can leave down below for you. However, I do think LinkedIn is the best option for looking for a new job, and obviously based on the timing, as I mentioned before, you have to calculate it right to keep your habit of working intact. Also, what I want to ask you or tell you, if you live in London, or if you'd like to do one of the videos that I've done with Annabele and Jack and Shaz, which is people of London or people of UK, I'm happy to record with an individual who lives here and has an experience to share. So please message me if you're interested in doing that on Instagram, or just comment below. It's always more fun to hear more experiences about London, and obviously in similar subjects to what I'm talking here, in terms of like job, changing job, getting a first job if you're a student, how hard is it to get your first job basically if you come from a different city, your adaptation in London. You get the point. It's like the similar videos that I've done before, so hopefully you enjoy this, and I'll catch you all next week.